Hey everyone, good morning. Y'all, I was deep down in the book of Isaiah this morning and I ain't gonna lie, it was starting off boring. I was just like I made it into chapter 5 and I was just like snooze fest. I'm gonna skip past it. But I'm so glad that I dug a little deeper and I stuck through it because that's clearly the enemy not wanting me to learn. But in chapter 5, there's a parable of a vineyard. And God says, "Now I will sing for the one I love a song about his vineyard. My beloved had a vineyard on a rich and fertile hill." And he was talking about how he plowed the land and cleared its stones and planted it with the best vines. So essentially, what the parable was talking about is God chose the best ground. He prepared the soil. He planted the finest seed and he gave his people every opportunity to thrive, to flourish, to create. And instead of sweet grapes, the vineyard produced bitter fruit. Y'all, doesn't that sound like us sometimes? God invests in us. He clears our past. He forgives us of our sins. And he plants his spirit deep down inside of us. But instead of yielding fruit, we allow bitterness, pain, comparison, envy, jealousy, lust, anger, just to shape our lives. And yet, here's the beauty of God's mercy and grace. He doesn't walk away from us. He doesn't abandon his vineyard, essentially. Instead, he begins the process of just pruning us, plucking away the dead weeds, the soil that is not. Oh, it's a bluebird. Yeah, there's so many beautiful birds in this neighborhood. It's like squirrel. There's my distraction. It's so pretty. I love bluebirds. They're like my favorite. Oh, there's so many out today. He doesn't allow us to sit and dwindle in our mess. I mean, some of us may grow weary. We may get frustrated with how long the pruning process is going. How long have you been in the wilderness? But we have to learn to surrender and allow God to do what he needs to do, because clearly it needs to be done. And there's proof that in John chapter 15 verse 2, where he reminds us he cuts off every branch of mine that doesn't produce fruit, and he prunes the branches that do bear fruit so that they will produce even more. Yeah, if he doesn't cut off those branches of sin, of all the things I listed, then essentially you're not going to be able to produce good fruit. You can't be usable. It's a butterfly. You can't be usable in the kingdom if you are not being pruned. If you're still harboring all this past hurt and trauma and bitterness, like he can't do nothing with you. How he gonna bless you? You're just gonna sit there, not producing fruit. Your little branches are gonna be like little stubbles. You have to be in alignment in what God is doing in your life and the necessary pruning and shaping and molding. That looks like healing past pains and trauma and what happened to you in your childhood, what happened to you in your teen years, what happened to you in your 20s and your 30s, the loss you may have suffered, the abandonment, the heartbreak of past relationships, whatever it may be. Oh, there's like a lot of ants on this ground. I don't want my dog stepping on it. Whatever it may be, he's removing all of those things. Because you have to realize hurt people do hurt people. And if he allowed you to go through hurt and trauma and pain and did not pull you out of that mess, then essentially you're going to go back and do whatever the heck the people did to you. You're going to do it to the next person. But he loves you enough and he wants to see you whole. He wants to see you cleaned up. He wants to see you happy and healed and flourishing. And He wants to bring you back to the version of yourself that he always knew you could be. Before the hurt came in, before the enemy stepped in and used the person to hurt you. He doesn't want you to be out in the world like a wounded little bird. No, he wants your wings to fully be able to spread and fly. And so you can take off and soar and do whatever assignment he has you doing here on earth. Y'all, God is so deeply invested in the vineyard. He's also, essentially, the vineyard is us. He's so invested in your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual growth, that he's willing and able to keep you in a season so that he can do the necessary work so that you can come out fully planted, fully flourishing. And we have to realize that if you feel pressed down, it's not destruction, it's just simply development. And the truth is, you cannot bear fruit in the kingdom without first going through the pruning process. And healing takes time. Growth takes surrendering. And faithfulness, it takes pruning. And all of it, his mercy, it's covering us. It's covering you. His grace is carrying you. Mercy says, you don't get what you deserve to get. Grace says you get more than you could ever earn. And together, they meet you in the pruning process and empower you to keep moving forward. So I just want to encourage someone today. Don't despise the pruning process. Don't resist the wilderness. Trust that God is reshaping you, not to hurt you, but to heal you. Even things that you don't even know may be going on, or stuff that you may have forgotten about. He's going to dig all that up and let it resurface so that he can prune you. He's going to prune you for purpose, so you can be fruitful, so you can be joyful again, you can be peaceful. And just remember that you will be pruned for his glory. You know, all glory and honor will go to him once he's cleaned you up and made you new. So I just want to encourage someone, stay rooted, stay hopeful, and just stay fully surrendered, and you'll get through it. I pray this message helps someone. I pray it encouraged you all, and I pray you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Y'all take care.